I definitely want to do more of this in 2024. I want to do more catching up on classic films that have audio description, just for no reason whatsoever, just cause. This is The Hunt for Red October, and it's on Max with audio description. So I've now seen all Jack Ryan movies. So yeah, I know I'm admitting that that the oldest, the original, the Alec Baldwin Jack Ryan, I'm just now watching for the first time. However, I have seen Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger, Some of All Fears, Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit, and John Krasinski's entire Jack Ryan TV series. So I think I've seen everything else. So anyway, I have a pretty high record in terms of matching up with the Jack Ryan series now. Anyway, um, so what I thought was really weird, and this was just me, is when I clicked on the title, right? So Max does this thing where it says a rating, and it said it was rated PG. And I was like, this can't be. This can't be rated PG. This just, there's no way. This isn't even old enough to be from a period where you're like, oh, they only had G, PG, and R, like Jaws. There's no way this is PG. Anyway, I feel like there's some glitch in the Matrix where it didn't read like the hyphen 13, maybe. There's a scene where Sean Connery just straight up kills some dude. And like, that's not a PG thing to do, guys. Max just told me this was PG, and I brought all the little kids in here for this. Yeah, I know it says parental guidance suggested, but uh, yeah. So check the ratings, Max, because when I clicked on it, it definitely said PG, which made me laugh. Anyway, I was like, wow, Jack Ryan started out really tame. He just. It's not PG. That's not through the whole film. There's no way. No MPAA would have rated this PG. Um, yeah. This isn't even like an early cut of the film where I could say to myself, well, yeah, it says it's rated this, but this is actually the director's cut. It's like, no, there are things that happen in this film that wouldn't happen in a PG film that was released after a certain time period. Anyway, I'm beleaguering a topic. This cast is amazing. It's like Alec Baldwin, Sean Connery, James Earl Jones, Tim Curry. God, who else is in this film? Courtney B. Vance, Jeffrey Jones. There's like everyone. Just I don't know. There's at least 4 or 5 other names of people that I'm forgetting right now. Most of them don't have. It's mainly just Baldwin, Connery. Although James Earl Jones in the scene that he had was great, and I do love the calmness that Courtney B. Vance brings to his role. He's just like, I heard them on the radar. It was the strangest thing. I was just like, man, I don't know how Courtney B. Vance has gone his career without an Oscar nomination. Anyway, he's like acting his face off, just like listening to the radar. Just like, I think he has the strongest performance in this film. He feels like he's in a different film, but a film that's like way more serious than just like a Jack Ryan, you know, war thriller. For those who don't know, it's Tom Clancy. It's adapted from the book by Tom Clancy, Jack Ryan, and he's a young analyst who he has a family. He's a daughter in this one. He doesn't have a daughter and everything, right? I'm not crazy. I feel like he doesn't have a daughter and everything. Sometimes he's younger, so I guess this is like a slightly older Jack Ryan because he's got a daughter in this one. Anyway, um, and he's tasked, and we get to hear all about these submarines. Meanwhile, we get to see Sean Connery playing a Russian? Question mark? Question mark? pretty certain he plays a Russian. Anyway, with his Scottish accent, uh, God, we've never asked that man to ever change his accent. I mean, that man could play anything. You know, should he a lot of things he shouldn't play, but he would play them, and we would just be like, this character is a Japanese samurai, Sean Connery. Hello, yeah, this he'd be going in with his Scottish accent. I'm Sean Connery. I'm a Japanese samurai. Just, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just, but like, um, he finds a way to get both of the keys, and so it becomes dangerous. And there's this whole debate about like what's going to happen, and this is going to be the standoff between Alec Baldwin and Sean Connery and their characters. And obviously, I mean, Baldwin plays Ryan. Sean Connery plays a character who I don't remember his name. I feel like I should have, but I liked the film. It's not my favorite Jack Ryan film, although my favorite Jack Ryan film would surprise you. I bet you can't guess. Bet you can't guess. Bet you can't guess which one it is. It's Clear and Present Danger. Not Patriot Games. Patriot Games would be number 2, though. I actually like Clear and Present Danger the most. Yeah. True story. Anyway. So, although actually the TV series is just fire. John Krasinski's TV series is really good, but it's not a movie, so I can't really put it on the same level. Yeah, no, the espionage is good. The supporting cast is good. Audio description on this is great. No one gets credited for it, which is weird. Because it definitely doesn't sound like it's new. It sounds like it's been made for a while. I know that this is like a Paramount movie that's floating on Max, so God knows how long it's going to be there. But that's weird. That's weird that nobody got credited in the credits for doing this. I see that sometimes with newer titles, but I don't see it with a lot of older titles. Um. Anyway, so I don't actually know who did this. Um, it definitely doesn't sound like audio description that was created yesterday. It sounds like audio description that was created maybe 10, 15 years ago. It sounds a little bit old, as does the soundtrack. I had like a holy film preservation moment, Batman, when I started the film, because this film is not that old. And my God, it made me feel old. I was like, oh my God, this film is within my lifetime, and this film sounds like it's not. I had the same feeling when I listened to Mississippi Burning. I was like, can we please preserve these film tracks? The problem with this is, I will say, unlike with Mississippi Burning, where I was constantly reminded of how that soundtrack has deteriorated over time, with this film, um, actually, once I was about 10 minutes into it, I actually realized I didn't notice it anymore. It just was, it was that instant sort of like, oh, I'm watching an old movie. Um, and, but it still has a little bit of that feeling of slight degradation of quality in the audio track. And for a film that is still constantly referenced today, I would think we would do a better job of preserving The Hunt for Red October. It's kind of one of the reasons I checked it off my list, is because it felt like a film I needed to check off my list. Like, people still reference it, so I should know this. I should watch this film. I just was a kid when it came out. It wasn't a film that you would take a kid, although apparently it's PG. So now I'm going to be like, what? Well, why didn't we go see this? um, yeah. So, um, I know this review's all over the place, but the audio description is really good. It's a thriller, and it keeps up the thriller aspect of it. It follows all the characters, all the important moments about the mounting tension of what will happen, what isn't happening. Really focuses a lot on the acting, especially with Sean Connery, who delivers a really solid performance here. He's really good at pretending to be Russian, I guess. I don't know. And I generally enjoyed the film. I know we've had other submarine movies since then. Of course, the pinnacle being Down Periscope with Kelsey Grammer. We've never really reached the levels of that film. Since it came out, nobody's ever been able to top it. There's nothing, it surpassed everything. U571, Das Boot. It's on top of all the submarine movies. Anyway, yes, I've seen Down Periscope. So that's why I referenced it. Anyway, I don't know where this review is going anymore. I've seen The Hunt for Red October. Alec Baldwin would not be my best or worst Jack Ryan. Of the 5 actors who have played Jack Ryan. And this is not the best or worst of the films that have been released. It's not my favorite, but maybe it would have been if this was the first one I had seen. And I don't know. I just really like Clear and Present Danger, I guess. I know that's weird. It's the sequel. It's the second one with Ford in it. But yeah, I've seen the other ones, and I enjoyed this. It's got some tension. It's a solid film, but I would put Clear and Present Danger still on top, and then Patriot Games, and then this, and then Sum of All Fears, and then Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit, like way below everything else. So there's my 5. There's the rank. Now I don't need to do a video for it. I just ranked all 5. That was really quick, easy, done. Audio description wise, the only one I've actually watched with audio description, I think, is this. So, anyway, I'm done. And, it's a classic review of a classic film, of a film that has audio description, and the audio description track is fine, but I think people know it's been fine because I think this audio description track has been around for at least 10 years. So I don't think it's new. I'd be shocked if somebody told me that this is a new audio description track. It just doesn't sound crisp as some of the other ones do. That's crisp. It just sounds a little bit older. Anyway, I'm going to give Hunt for Red October a B+. I think it's, it's a solid, Red Scare, Soviet war games type spy thriller, and it has a nice little, it has twists and turns and things you didn't see coming, and if you haven't seen it, watch it. So that's it. I have a website, MacTheMovieGuy.com. You can follow me on X, Threads, Instagram, Back the Movie Guy. You can go to the audio description project, adp.acb.org. It'll let you know what has audio description, where you can watch it. And you can go to the adna.org. That's the adna.org. It'll let you know who's narrating your favorite films and television series. That's it for me today. I will watch something else and see you guys on the other side.